What is going on, guys? This is ATC and I'm bringing you a different video today. I'm going to be starting a new series called Photoshop Help or something similar. I'll think of a name a little bit later on. But this is basically going to be a tutorial going in steps, well, multiple tutorials that go in steps, starting off with really simple stuff like you can see on my screen, and then getting on to more advanced things like making YouTube backgrounds and using overlays and stuff. So I'm going to start off today with a simple text like this. And if you're an advanced Photoshop user, then I don't recommend watching this tutorial because it'll be an extremely easy task for you. This is more aimed at the people who want to get started on Photoshop and making simple text. So today we're going to be making a simple text with like a rectangle box with the little bits cut out of it right there, and it's got some sort of depth to it. Well, it's sort of 3D, but so let's start this off. You want to go on File, New, and it doesn't really matter what sizes you've got. I'd stick with 1280 to 720. And there you go, you've got your blank white canvas, and then you want to double click on the padlock to unlock that layer. And then I go over to the gradient tool, which is near the paint bucket tool, and I usually have a light grey to a dark grey, and just drag it into the middle, and then you'll get a sort of nice looking background. But the background on this doesn't really matter, it just makes it look a little bit nicer than just having a plain white or plain background. So now we've done that, you want to head over to your text tool and create your text box. And I'm just going to write text. And the font that I use is Babus New, and I'll put a link in the description to the website where you can download this font. You can use any font you want, but I just like to use this one because it's basic and it's nice and even and it's all level. So now you've got your text. You want to double click and add a gradient overlay, and I like to use blues usually. I like the colour blue, so I'm going to start off with like a light blue colour like that, and over on this side I'm going to have a darker blue. So now you've got that. I'll see if I say reverse. Yeah, I'll reverse it. So I've got the dark blue at the bottom and the light blue at the top. So now you've got that. Add the effects. You want to hit Control and J, which will make a duplicate of the text, and you want to drag that underneath it, and then double click on this, add a colour overlay, and have that black, and then you want to add a stroke, and then using the directional keys on your keypad, or you can use it with a mouse to move it around. I just like to position it to give it the 3D look. Right, I'm just going to create the stroke to be on 2 instead of 3. And there we go. It's got a nice little bit of depth to it. And now you've done that, you want to go over here to the rectangle tool, and you want to select your fill. And I'm going to have a light blue colour. Let me look. Like, that should be okay. So you want to drag the box round about this size, and you just want to drag that layer underneath, so you've got the box behind it. You want to right click and rasterize the layer. This way you can select chunks to be removed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a box about that size. The size doesn't really matter. And then using this tool you can remove segments, and I'm just going to use that to erase it. And then you can drag it and then take another segment away. And like I say, when this is selected you can just use the eraser tool to get rid. So now you want to deselect that, and I've just left a tiny little bit down there, so I'm going to select the eraser tool, have it small, have it on 100%. There we go. So now you've got that box, you want to hit Control and J to duplicate it once again. Drag it underneath, double click onto the effects, add a colour overlay in black, and then add a stroke. Oh dear. Let's get rid of them. You see, I've made this tutorial quite messy, and there's me here giving tutorials, and I'm not even doing it properly myself. But this doesn't matter, it's just a basic tutorial. And then using the arrow keys, you can shift it around again to give it that nice little 3D effect, like so. And the stroke appears to be a little bit too big, so I'm going to put that down to a size 2. Then reposition like so. And you've got the nice little 3D effect. And if you want to move it about, you can just control and click on both of these so it moves them both at the same time. And then move it like that. And if you're not happy with any of the colours, you can just go onto the colour overlay. And you can, oh, it looks quite nice and grey. And you can have it any colour you want. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. Like I said, the tutorials will be getting more advanced as I go along, starting with extremely easy, simple texts and patterns and stuff like that. And then I'm going to get into more advanced things, where I'll be moving on to Cinema 4D, where I'll be able to create more 3D advanced text to be able to import into Photoshop. So, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Let us know what you think of this series in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.